All right, guys. What a day today, man. It was full of action. September 7th, 2017. I think it's Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know. I'm lost in days, like always. But let's talk about something from yesterday. I didn't trade yesterday because I've been busy with this hurricane stuff. But I do want to talk about a swing play that I've been holding on my small account. SRPT, I sold pre-market almost at the top, which was a good play. I've been holding for a while. I think this one I've been holding for a while. I went in here, I was looking for that curl over 44. It got pushed down. So at first I had about 100 shares. Then I reduced my risk to 50. So, give it a little bit more breathing room. Once I started holding there, I could have added more, right where I got out at 36.83, but I didn't do it. Either way, it turned out to be a great win for my small account. And I think it was close to 300 and something dollars. So it was a good win. The gap up helped. Last month I was caught on a gap down with Netflix, so it balances out, and I actually ended up being more green on this. But let's talk about today's plays, and I screwed up ALNY big time. I shorted where I was on my pre-market notes. I have wrote that I was going to go for a dip buy here. As you notice, $75 is a support area, and we're looking at the daily chart. 75 here is a support area. So on my notes pre-market, I said if it drops down to 75, I'm gonna short it. If it pops to anywhere from 78 to 80, which is this area here, which was resistance, I'm gonna short it. I did the opposite. I ended up going short here, and I put in a range order. The problem is that I went very heavy and stopped me out right away within one candle, and right off the bat I was down big. Um, then a nice setup form, which is my one of my favorite setups for a short. But guess I was revenge trading. I went for a long there. I'm mentally, emotionally screwed up. So I went in for a long, ended up dropping, and I just took it off my screen. I was like, nope, I'm just revenge trading. I'm not gonna keep on losing money on this one. Even though there's a perfect setup for my short setup, which is the dropping dimes crossing, almost cracking the VWAP, cracking the open, which is one of my favorite setups, but I took a long instead. So I said, I get it on my face. I just took it off my screen. And the other one that I took was GoPro was for a long. Pre-market, I wrote my notes that I wanted this to hold the $10 area, which it did, and then go for a long. So around this time, I was busy entering my order with the ALNY. I went in long for GoPro. I chased a bit, and then once I got stopped out on ALNY, um, I took my position off of this one, and my profit target was 1075, and it gave me that. Because I and why I screwed it up, so I ended up making very minimal profit here. So what I did is I got up, I just walked away from my computer, went downstairs, kind of walked around a bit, got my head back together. So what I did next was Baba. I came in with Baba here at 168.72 because I've been liking this one since yesterday. Um, it just if you look at the daily chart, it has a nice setup, and I think it's holding the 50 moving average or 20 moving average. So that's the reason I liked it, and my risk was all the way to 166. So I started with the starter position, as you can see on my trades. Started with the starter position here at 168.72. Once it confirmed that was over VWAP and it was already battling against the open, I added way more size. I wish I could have added more. I went in and popped, and I just got out at I scaled out, so around 170 average here. I left more profit on the table. I think my profit target was 170, 150. But given that I screwed up with the ANY, I was already mentally screwed. Um, Apple was a perfect setup. I love these type of plays because it gives you a nice risk reward. And when I'm talking about risk reward, is if you're looking at the chart, it held here once, twice, and if it's dipping down here, then you already know your risk is anywhere below 160. So once it started to curl and the dropping dime started to curl to the positive side, which is the white line over to the yellow line, which is a 10 EMA crossing over the 10 moving average. One of my favorite setups for reversal, I get two levels of protection, which is the low of the day 161, plus you get this level of protection here 160.50, and then the next thing is my stop loss. And if it starts going against me around here, let's say for example, it starts cracking below the low of the day, and it just doesn't seem to hold, then I'll just get out of my position even before it hits my stop loss. But given that it started to crawl over, it got over VWAP, perfect setup. It popped real quick, so I got out right almost at the top because I was looking at time and sales, and it just started to look heavy. 162.10 here. I got out because of the double top plus this the open, and then in time and sales you can just see a lot of red coming in. So that was for Apple, and then Facebook started making the same pattern. So if you can see the screen here, boom, boom, same pattern, um, just different tickers. So Facebook, you get your wrist right here, same pattern. There's nothing different. So I ended up going for dropping dimes crossing, 2 layers of protection, and then I added here. Um, I added at 170.82. Once it got over VWAP, which is buyers in control, your VWAP is crawling up now. I added more, 171.02, and I ended up scaling now at 171.30, 35. My profit target was 172, but at this time I was already getting some calls from work, and there is no reason for me to be greedy. I turned a big red day into a green day. So I'm very happy today. I guess because the volatility is back, and I'll point my finger over to QQQs because the QQQs were just ramping up. And as you can see, I was drawing this trend line. Once it held this and it wasn't cracking below, it just gave me more confidence to go long on my on the text. So I went long on that, and you know, because of the QQQ. I was gauging to see what the market was doing. Um, WOBA was another one that I think I traded from my IB account yesterday. I took like a 20-cent loss. I didn't go in heavy, so it was just like I think it was like 15 bucks. And now looking at it, I was looking for this one for a dip buy. It made the same pattern as Baba. You got your flag here and boom pop. So this one actually I'm still gonna have on watch because this one has a lot more room to go. Probably gonna go up to $70. So you got about $6 profit with a I guess a $3 risk, 7 to 3. That's over 2 to 1, so which is good. I might be looking for a swing play on this one on my small account. But anyway, that's it. I'm just very happy what I did today. It's just I stepped away. I got AONY. I just turned it off after I noticed that I was revenge trading, and this comes with time and recognizing who you are. And a lot of my big losses come with revenge trading. So and I know the way I am, so that's the reason I ended up just getting AONY out of my watch list, out of my screen. So anyway, that's it. And the market's staying green, and let's see what happens tomorrow on Friday. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.